Day 1, semester 2. We're almost done. We only have 4 weeks left of semester. Hybrid classes, it's been pretty tough, but bear with me. Thank you for coming back, and let's take a look at what we went over this week. So, I started off with the J-pop 2020 a playlist. Was most popular songs in Japan, and if you guys are interested, I will post that on the YouTube too, so that if you're interested, you can listen to those most popular songs in Japan in 2020. And then if you still need to review on the word wall for a non-adjective, e-adjective, make sure you do that. And then also typing, if you're the person who are struggling or trying to improve your typing skills, make sure you do that. Okay, and then we started with categorizing a verb, non-adjective, e-adjective, and noun. Okay, so if you see the mas ending, automatically you know those are verbs. 食べます、飲みます、聞きます、走ります. Those are all the actions, which is the verb. If you have a des endings, then you have options, either noun, e-adjective, or non-adjective. How do you know the difference? Noun is the name of the item, just like conjugate like an adjective, right? It's a name of the item, then we call it noun. If those are describing the noun, for instance, like noun like a cell phone, and then cell phone being new, old, large, small, those are adjectives. Because cell phone is the name of the item, and being large or small, those are called adjectives, describing the state of the item, right? Which is the noun. Example for a e adjectives are like 高い、安い, the adjective that ends with e. Non-adjective is a adjectives that ends not with e. So 静か or 大事, right? But what you have to be very, very careful about is 嫌い、きれい、有名、得意、嫌い、きれい、有名、得意. Those are ends with e, but we treat it like a non-adjective. So we have to conjugate like non-adjective even though they end with e. So once again, it's so important to know non-adjective exceptions, which is きれい、きれい、嫌い、有名、得意、きれい、嫌い、有名、得意. Like say 10 times so that you can understand the non-adjective exceptions, okay? きれい、嫌い、有名、得意、きれい、嫌い、有名、得意、きれい、嫌い、有名、得意、きれい、嫌い、有名、得意、きれい、嫌い、有名、得意、きれい、嫌い、有名、得意. So those ends with e, but we treat it as a non-adjectives. So this is the one that I want you guys to pause and categorize to identify which ones are non-adjective, which ones are e-adjective, which ones are noun, and which ones are verb. I hope you start with the verb so that you can see the ending and then you can figure out. I forgot to add this for noun and adjectives, but I hope you can recognize that still. Okay, pause it. Answer goes. Ready, set, go. So the one in aka are e-adjective. 高い、安い、大きい、小さい。高い、低い、長い、美味しい、大きい、小さい. Those are e-adjective. Okay? One in ao, 先生、生徒、学校. These are noun. And then you have the one in green, 緑、緑。緑は non-adjectives. 静か、きれい. That was exception. I hope you guys were able to identify that as a non-adjective. 有名, another exceptions. 得意, exceptions. きれい, exceptions. 静か、得意. 得意 right there again. And then 有名 and then 静か. いいかな? So let's look over for each conjugations. First one, ます, right verb. 食べます、食べません、食べました、食べませんでした. So ます、ません、ました、ませんでした. So that's how you do the conjugation for a verb. You can pause it and take notes. What about e adjective? Drop the e and add くないです。高くないです。Drop e 高いです。Change it to 高くないです。Drop the e and add カットです。高かったです。It is totally fine to have a double ka because the one that you drop were e and then you still have ka in front, so 高かったです。 高くなかったです。Drop the E and add くなかったです。So you can try those and make it negative. And I can give you guys the answer in ready, set, go. It's kind of hard to see, but what I want you guys to see is drop the E and add くないです. Drop E and add くなかったです. Make sure you do work on those, okay? Orders are a little bit odd, but we can go back to na adjective, which is drop this. ではありませんでした。ではありませんでした。Actually, I will cut that off. And then we will start with ます、ません、ました、ませんでした。Verb conjugation. So ます、ません、ました、ませんでした。So let's start with this one. Study. Don't study. Studied. Did not study. Okay, if you can get this 4 down, that will be great. These are extra. If you can try those. Okay, pause it and try your best to write it down or type it out. Ready, set, go. 勉強します。勉強しません。勉強しました。勉強しませんでした。ます、ません、ました、ませんでした。Okay, and then you have ましょう。勉強しましょう。勉強しましょうか Shall we study? 勉強しましょうか勉強しませんか Would you like to study? So ましょうかませんか So if you want to do extra, those. But the main important part is ます、ません、ました、ませんでした。Good? Let's try another one. To read. Ready for the answer? Answer looks like these. 読みます、読みません、読みました、読みませんでした。読みましょう、読みましょうか読みませんか So, make sure you have ます、ません、ました、ませんでした。Okay, that's the key. Like I said, it's all systematic. Make sure you have the correct ending for a correct grammar concept. Now, next one. Last one. Speak is 話します、話します。Let's pause it and try. Ready, set, go. 話します、話しません、話しました、話しませんでした。話しましょう、話しましょうか、話しませんか。I put the space in between so that it will be easier to see on the conjugation, but make sure when you write it, there's no space in between, okay? So let's go to the E adjective conjugation. Once again, かわいいです。かわいくないです。かわいくありません。かわいかったです。かわいくなかったです。かわいくありませんでした。かわいくありませんね。かわいくありませんでした is the formal version of かわいくないです。But in order for us to see easier way to see the conjugation, we should stick with 可愛くないです。So, 可愛いです。可愛くないです。可愛かったです。可愛くなかったです。Okay? So, let's start with the first one. 暑いです。Try these. Pause it. When you're ready, look at the next. Okay? Ready, set, go. 暑いです。暑くないです。暑かったです。暑くなかったです。How did you do? The reason why I pick 暑いです because I wanted you guys to see the difference between 暑かったです There's a small 2 right there and then large 2 right there. So make sure you know the difference. 暑かったです It's not あかったです right? 暑かったです So skipping sound right there. Okay? So make sure when you write it, there's a huge difference between the sides on this 2 and then that 2. Okay? Large 2 and small 2. 暑かったです。暑くなかったです。Let's go to the next one. Let's try this one then. いいです and 良いです。When you do the conjugation, always, always, always conjugate the 良いです part, not the いいです part. Okay? So make sure you pause it and try your best to conjugate the 良いです part. Okay? And you ready? Ready, set, go. 良いです。良くないです。良かったです。良くなかったです。Once again, 良くないです。良かったです。良くなかったです。So drop い悪くない、drop い良かったです。drop い悪くなかったです。Good? And then the last section of the conjugation, which is not adjective and noun. Their conjugation are exactly the same. So, 好きです。好きではありません。好きでした。好きではありませんでした。So, ではありませんでした。So, past negative is ではありませんでした。Connecting these two, and then you get the last one. Okay? So, let's try the first one. 静かです。Pause it and try your best to figure out. And then, answer goes ready, set, go. Looks like these. 静かです。静かではありません。静かでした。静かではありませんでした。静かじゃありません。静かじゃありませんでした。This is a little bit more casual version of ではありません。But what we're gonna stick with it this time is ではありません and ではありませんでした。Okay? But you also can say 静かじゃありません。静かじゃありませんでした for casual version. Okay? Next one. 元気です。元気ですか？お元気ですか？元気です。So let's try that one. Pause it. Answer goes ready, set, go. 元気です。元気ではありません。元気でした。元気ではありませんでした。元気ではありません。元気でした。元気ではありませんでした。Let's go to the noun. Like I said, not adjective and noun are the same conjugation. So what we're going to do is the same thing. It is a dog, so 犬です. Pause it and try your conjugation right here. Okay? Answer goes ready, set, go. 犬です。犬ではありません。犬でした。犬ではありませんでした。犬ではありません。犬でした。犬ではありませんでした。Let's go to the next one. High school student. 高校生です。高校生です。Try that. You can verbally say that too. Make sure you have the answer coming up and ready, set, go. 高校生です。高校生ではありません。高校生でした。高校生ではありませんでした。How did you do? Next one. 友達です。So let's do the 友達. And the answer goes in ready, set, go. Practice. So you can take a look at here and then you can write it on your piece of paper. Present tense, present negative, present past, and then past, present negative, past negative. Okay? You can pause it and try. And I will have the answer in a second. Ready, set, go. How did you do? いいです is the only one that have a star on it because you gotta be very, very careful. You gotta need to change it to 良いです and 良くないです。良かったです。良くなかったです。悪いです。悪くないです。悪かったです。悪くなかったです。So make sure you drop the E and add くない。drop E and add かったです。drop E and add くなかったです。So let's put it all in one place. Okay, you can take a screenshot of the screen or you can just print this out. That might help you to have it. It's kind of nice to have it in one place. So I hope you can just screenshot this screen and then print it out if you want to have it. So this part is the verb, and then you have a E adjective right here, and then you have a not adjective right here, and make sure you have a 4 exceptions for non-adjective that we talked about, and then you have a noun. But all these nice to have in one page, so make sure you print it out and then have it with you. Okay? And I think we also went over this last week, からまで. So, うちから学校まで、月曜日から金曜日まで、午後1時半から3時まで kind of thing. Okay? So if you have any questions, please let me know in the comments. If you want to see more videos like this, make sure you subscribe and let me know on the comments too, okay? I hope you will have a great weekend and I will see you guys next video.